Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Miss Polly's Little Kitchen. Donga Yadia, Donga Jamaica, Donga Jam Dong. You may be wondering what is that in the pudding pan. A long time now for you guys don't have this, right? So this is tripe. I'm going to cook some tripe and bean. And I should definitely say Jamaican authentic tripe and bean. And this is loved by many Jamaicans and all over the diaspora. So let me introduce you to my season. So these are my season. That's my bean. I'm using some natural bean. So what I do is to go ahead and put it to soak. And you notice the pad of the bean, it is burst. That means you know it well soaked, you know. Let me take one spoon and show you. I'm going to lift up one of the pad so you can see how it open. Let's zoom in on that. Yeah, so it's open because I've been soaking it for so long. But anyway, I'm using a bell pepper. I have scotch bonnet pepper, can't do without that. My garlic, my fresh spring thyme, and my scallion. I have some vinegar here. You definitely have to have that, or you either have lime, any solution that you have, so that you can go ahead and wash your meat, because you need to wash it properly. But the first thing, all right, so this is a curry. We're doing curry, and this is cayenne pepper, salt, and you can't cook without this. This is one of Jamaican's spices that you have to cook with. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to clean up our meat. All of that fat and everything, we're gonna get rid of all of that. So yes guys, although I'm going to get rid of the fat is not all that bad that is in the tripe, you know, because the tripe is considered a low fat, high protein meat with roughly 3 to 4% total fat content in a cooked serving. Yeah, so let's start to clean up our tripe right about now. And the fat found in tripe is a mixture of saturated, monounsaturated, and polyunsaturated fat, with a noticeable portion being beneficially monopolyester. With a noticeable portion being beneficial monounsaturated fat. So there you have it. The fat in it is not bad at all, but trust me, you see when I do my tripe and bean, I have to clean him up, man. So you want to know, we're going to clean up this right about now. So let's teach you how to clean up your tripe when doing tripe and bean. Let's go. So normally what I do, I will just turn this over, and then I'll just, sometimes I use my hand to just pull it right off. We'll get rid of, you know, most of the fat. Sometimes I use the knife to cut it, to cut open it, and to just use the knife to just take it off. And as I said, the fat is not bad at all, you know, because it is a mixture of saturated and monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fat. So that's the combination. So like this one, now I will just cut him right out. When I don't clean up on an angle, no fat in up, trust me, you see. I will be afraid of the fat. The thing again, you see, if you don't clean it up when you cook your tripe and bean, you know, it has a lot of oil from the fat. But to each his own. This is how I'm showing you how to do your own. Nice and clean. We're gonna put those in the pan, and we're gonna put these over here. Too much fat is not good for the ostrich. Alright guys, we have come to the end of cleaning up our tripe. This is the last. And then you want to Runs well. Alright, so get a look in the plate, see the amount of fat I remove. So this now I will be throwing away it. This is how the meat, how it should look. So I remove all the fat that my eye can see, or my eyes can see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my vinegar. Adding some vinegar. And I'm going to just go right over to the sink and I'm going to just wash this properly. So this is it now. Our season have been washed and cleaned up, so I'm just going to proceed in cutting them up. And I want to remove the seed of the bell pepper. And if you love when your food look colorful and you're into color like me, you go ahead and use up your bell pepper. I think I want a green one. Probably going to use a green one. Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, let's just cut up this one that we have here. That is it for our red bell pepper. Moving on to our onion. Let's move on to our scallion. So you want to fold and give it a little pound if you wish. Leaving a half and we're putting the other half to the side. Let's see what will happen. So with our garlic clove now. These are not Scotch bonnet peppers, so I don't expect them to be that spicy. Now this is a Scotch bonnet pepper. Alright, so we want to leave that right over there. So I want to put all the season aside right there. Alright, so I'm gonna go right ahead now and season. After finish washing with vinegar my tripe, I'm going to add some curry powder right there. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Then I'm gonna go in with some all-purpose season. I will list everything in the description box for you guys. And I want to add a few pimento berries. You can crush your pimento berries if you wish. You can crush them, then add them. Oh, my finger is in the way. Alright, then I'm gonna go in with my half of my earth seasoning, which is the garlic clove, the scallion, the onion, and the pepper. So let's just add this to our our meat right here, dash in everything. All right, and we want to give this a good mix. I'm going to add some salt as well. I didn't add any salt as yet, so let's just add some salt. If you have a glove, you can put it on so that the curry don't discolor your nail, your fingernail. But you know, it won't stay on it, you know. Once it get discolored, you just wash it off and that's it. It will come off with some soap. Alrighty, or just a little bit of bleach in your hand. Alright, so let's rub this right in. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my one hand and I'm going to just give this a good massage. I want to rub that in properly. Massage it in. So after finish rubbing in all of that season, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just cover this and allow to marinate. You know, overnight marination is the best. So I have my pressure on. You can go ahead and use a different pot if you want to, but because I don't want all my goodies to go to waste, I'm using my pressure to just brown up. So I'm going to use a tablespoon of oil just to baste the pot. After our tripe has been marinated, so I'm going to just go ahead and just add the meat to my pot. Alright, so what I want to do now is to use a regular pot cover just to cover this. And allow it to jelly in a bit before I add my water to the pot. Chicken right into our pot right here. Alright, so you see this spring it on water and jelly in that. Look at that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just add some water to it just to cover my meat and then put on the pressure cooker. Just enough to cover it. So the same pan that I seasoned the tripe in, I put some water in it because you know we're not wasting all of that good, you know. Alright, so we're going to just put on the pressure cooker cover right about now and close this and allow to pressure for. I'm going to give it, I'm not going to put in my bean because you see, because I soak my bean and my bean is soft, not really soft, but it's not going to take long to cook. I'm not going to put it in. The tripe is tough, so I want to pressure that. I'm going to give that 30 minutes and I'm going to open and add my bean to it, alright? So this is it here now, guys. After I give it half hour pressure, I am going to just turn off the stove, allow this to cool and add my beans. So let's just turn the stove off. Yeah, allow it to cool out. A lot of steam, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to add the bean now. I'm going to add the bean to him. I don't want my bean to be too mushy, that's why I'm doing it this way. You can go ahead and add the bean at the first beginning before pressuring it. You add it before you cover your pressure cooker. But I don't want mine to be too mushy, so yeah, this is how I'm doing it. So I'm going over back to the fire with this and I'm going to close it right now. In that now, I'll go on him second pressure in and I hit that. Just remove the pressure cooker cover, you know. And this is it here now. I'm going to add the next half of my season. And yeah man, I eat that. Well, nice and mushy and dandy. So let's add the rest of the season. Just reintroduce back some season. top we are dropping. Right, that's where we want him to stay. So we just gonna allow this to be simmer. And yeah man, I eat that, you know. Tripe and bean. So this is it now, guys. Our curry tripe and bean. I just want to plate this for you all to see. What will you have this? What would you have this with? We, as a true Jamaican, a straight white rice. Then yam this with. Curry tripe and bean. Right, let's go. Right down the yard, my people. How nice. Time done doing work, you know. We don't need him again. Flashing over this. Big boy scotch bonnet, then can go and play him role. This is it, my people. Please remember to like, share, comment. And this is a authentic Jamaican meal. So people all over the diaspora love this tripe and bean here. Why? It is rich, savory, flavor, tender. You know, it has that tender texture when you pressure it or you slow cook it. Not to mention the deep cultural roots as a hearty comfort food. This is Jamaica. Like and share the video for more authentic food like these. Alright, blessings. Miles? Miles are eating curry. Curry tripe and white rice. And that them, as a true Jamaican, and that them yam would do.
And no juice.
You can drink crystal punch. And all the time you can drink juice.
Alright, Miss Jess.